If you go down to the woods today, da 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 da. I know, don't give up the day job. I've been down to the woods. With junipers in mind for next year, I thought we might need some of this. That would go possibly like that. Yeah. It's got a base to work from, to sit in, sit on. Could be levelled up a bit. So I quite liked that piece. Trouble is the other side of it's not so good. Not so good. But one side is. And these could be carved a bit. Yeah, I mean, could just take the top bit off. Then I got this gnarly piece. Not quite sure which way up that would go. Possibly like that. Again, I mean, that could be shortened. Be short base. It's another one of those. The trouble is these pieces were lying on the ground, so one side of them is wet all the time because it's on the ground, and the other side gets the sun and the weather and gets some lovely colour and everything. Now I'm going to put these out in the sun that way up. See if I can, through the winter, we'll see if we can weather the other side. And then this piece was actually like that. And what I saw there was that. That's what I saw. Was a piece with a wide base that went off in two directions. Or better still, that way round, two directions, because this is a nicer face this side. Anyway, some things to work with. But as I said, they'll just go out in the weather for now. This, I'm not quite sure what wood that is, but it's very hard. It's not rotten in any shape or form. It's a very hard wood. This is gorse, because this wasn't actually in the forest. This was out on a grassy area. The New Forest ponies, where there is a grassy area, it will always be a grassy area because the ponies stop anything growing. They just take it down to ground level, including our wildflowers and our orchids and things like that. But it will remain an open space. And at some point there was probably gorse growing there and possibly a fire. It may have even been cut down deliberately, I don't know. But yeah, so this is gorse, which again is a hardwood, rock hardwood. So yeah, we'll get these out and weather them a bit through the winter and see what's left next year. All good fun, isn't it? And quite honestly, I walked through the woods, I found fallen trees, and there was just nothing really that was suitable. And I thought, well, it was a nice idea, but it looks like it's going to be a waste of time. And then I came across this open, I could see it through the trees, I could see a sunny spot in the distance through all the darkness. And I thought, well, you know, you never know, there might be a tree that's fallen out in the open somewhere and got a bit of weathering to it. So then when I got there, I realised that this type of wood is everywhere. There are hundreds of pieces out there, from little to too big to carry. So it's a place that I can return to every now and again. And it's about 4 miles up the road. Not very far at all. There's villages near here, one of which is quite famous in the New Forest, called Burley. It's got a witch's shop and a fantastic pub that I used to play in when I was younger. But yeah, basically this area is on the way to Burley from my place, which is almost a straight road north from here, so very easy to get to. The pig to park. The trouble is they don't want people taking root in the forest, so all of the tarmac roads have got a ditch either side to stop vehicles getting off. But there are little places that you can find where you can tuck your car away. Anyway, that was my trip out this afternoon. That's what I came back with.